So moving on to the late 20th century, we enter the world of digital money, money like PayPal. So what is PayPal in this hierarchy? Well, PayPal's not a bank. It's not regulated like a bank. It's not insured like a bank. It's not a bank. But a PayPal account looks and feels a whole lot like bank deposits. But it's not. So a PayPal account is a promise to pay you bank deposits. It's kind of like a loan, but they're setting up a system where you can easily send money to other people and you can send money to other companies. And if you're a company or running a business, you can collect money from others, either through the credit card system or direct from other customers through PayPal. It's another account. It's one level down below bank deposits on this hierarchy. And the same thing's true for WePay in China. The same thing's true for Amazon Payments and all these other digital money schemes out there. So when we use PayPal, what's usually not in the back of our minds but should be, is that to use PayPal means you have to trust PayPal. When you log into PayPal, when you put money into your PayPal account, and then you log in a week later or a month later, you trust that PayPal hasn't just run off with the money. You trust that it's there. And when you trust that when you ask someone to send you some money through PayPal, you trust PayPal will actually move that money from one account to the other. And this is exactly the same as the way you trust your bank, or you trust your online brokerage, or you trust any of those other electronic accounts you have out there. So PayPal, in its user experience, is not exactly like a bank. It's missing that face-to-face element that the bank has. Maybe you don't use it much anymore, but the bank has. Right? Or the brokerage part where you can walk into a brokerage branch somewhere and talk to a human being, right? PayPal doesn't have any human beings, right? That's part of the digital part here, but you trust them. You trust that the money you give them isn't going to just disappear on you. Now, moving into the 21st century, the very first few years of the 21st century, we get to mobile money. And so the king of mobile money, right? The place in the world that mobile money took off first happened to be in Kenya, and their system's called M-Pesa. And in China, that WePay system and Alipay, they're actually mostly used on mobile phones as well, as is India's brand new government-run immediate payment service. Any Indian can now send rupees from one person to another or one person to a company instantly at no cost. This is, again, no different than PayPal. It's just on the mobile phone instead of on your computer. And again, if you put money in your M-Pesa wallet in Kenya, you are trusting Safaricom, which is the company that runs it, that your M-Pesa account will still be there, that it'll still have the same amount of money. And the same thing, you trust that when you send money through M-Pesa, it will get where it's going, and when you receive money, that it'll actually show up. It's all about trust. It's the same type of trust when you accept a check. So when someone writes you a check, or even when someone gives you an ACH transaction these days, you trust that the Federal Reserve will properly transfer the value that's sitting on that check from whoever's writing it to you to your account, to your bank account. That's all it is. It's just trust.